report, who's joining us now where it's very early in the morning or late at night, depending on your view from Thailand. Mark, thank you very much for joining us. You're always concerned about a lot of things. Of the things I mentioned, or perhaps something I didn't, what is your biggest concern right now?
Well, I think, first of all, Greece is a sideshow because the economy is small relative to the rest of the world. But if investors were so concerned about Greece, it shows how fragile the financial markets are. Of much greater concern is what I mentioned on previous occasions, and that is the meaningful slowdown in the Chinese economy, a symptom of which has been the decline in copper prices, nickel, the iron ore prices, and so forth. And we have now hard evidence that the Chinese economy is hardly growing at the present time. Car sales in June were for the first time down in many years, and this came as some kind of a surprise. Now, the stock market, as of a week ago, along with other markets in the world, became very oversold. So it's rebounding, but I don't think we'll see a new high, and I believe the economy will continue to slow down.
You know, it's hard to know how to look at China, Mark, because, yeah, in the last month or so, it's wiped out a couple of $1 trillion in investor and equity value, but the major indexes are still higher year over year. Is it a fragile economy that was able to do well in the stock market for a while, or is it a fundamentally good stock market that has simply fallen on a brief rough patch?
Well, the government initiated a number of support measures, including forbidding larger institutions and individuals to sell stocks. So it's still a fragile situation. I think the public is not a major player in China. Of course, there were gamblers who were in the stock market and who lost now some money. But basically, compared to the U.S., where roughly 55% of households own shares, in China maybe only 10, 12% own shares. So it's not a major issue. But I believe that we had a bubble and that there was a lot of fraud and questionable trading practices, and that the decline is kind of reflecting the weakness in the economy.